let's have a look at how we play a game of Quidditch with the Harry Potter A Year from Hogwarts game. So first of all, as you can see here, we have these little counters, and on the back of each of these you have the symbol of the house from which the team is from. So this is Slytherin house and this is Gryffindor over here. And then on the other side you have a little letter which represents the position that they are playing. So we have the keepers on either side and they're not allowed to leave this little part here that's in kind of off-white beige. And it doesn't matter which one of these squares that they're on, they're not going to move anywhere basically. They're just there to protect the goal. We have the beaters over here, and as you probably remember, the beaters are the ones that are going to throw the bludgers to try and stop the chasers from collecting the quaffle in the middle there and stopping them from scoring. And here we have the chasers on either side. So how does a match work? Basically you roll the dice, and then the number that you get on the dice results is the number of actions you're allowed to do. Let's imagine that we're able to do 12 actions. So I'm playing as Gryffindor. My chasers and my bludgers can both move from square to square along the dotted lines, and moving one square costs one action. If I collect the quaffle there, that costs me an action as well, and then I can throw it along the dotted lines to another player, but only if there's another player next to me. So if I have a chaser that's here and I'm here, I can throw it to there. That costs me one action, and then I can travel with it, or I can throw it to another of my teammates. I'm actually going in the wrong direction. I want to be throwing it that way, but so let's imagine that we've made it all the way over here. Once I reach this line that's just in front of the goal, I can roll the dice to try and score. I got a 2, that's not great. And the keeper on the opposite team will also roll the dice, and they got higher than me. So if whoever gets highest wins, and in this case, the keeper is going to collect the quaffle because I did not succeed in scoring a goal. And they can then throw it using one action to one of their beaters or another player on their team. They can only throw one square, so you can only throw one square at a time. The only players that can do multiple squares is the beaters when they are throwing bludgers. So when a beater goes onto a square where you have a bludger, you can collect it. That costs you no actions, and then you can use one action. So remember, we have 12 actions. You can use one action to throw the bludger, and you take a dice and roll the dice to see how many squares you can throw the bludger, and you can only throw it in straight lines. So here basically I could throw it that way 2 squares, or I could throw it that way 2 squares, but I can't throw it there and then there, or there and then there. It has to be in a straight line. So now that I've explained to you how they all move, I'll just show you that in concrete terms. So we said we got a 12. I'll take it back to where it was before. We'll put the quaffle back over here. So for example, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, collect the quaffle, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to use an action to try and score. And we both got the same. And I scored a goal. Yay, fantastic. Okay. When you score a goal, you win a Quidditch card, and Quidditch cards help you in the second round of the game. The first one to win 2 goals is the winner of round 1. Round 2, here you have the Seekers, and the Seekers are going to race around the pitch here, and you're going to take it in turns to roll the dice to race around the pitch. And these Quidditch cards are going to be useful to help you win. So for example, here we have the Confundus Charm. The opponent Seeker moves back 3 squares. So let's say we're both here. I can make the Slytherin Seeker move back 3 squares. With this one, the Firebolt Acceleration Charm, your Seeker moves forward 4 extra squares. So with those 2 Quidditch cards, 2, 3, 4, I can get well ahead of my opponent. So the first one to make it all the way around the board once wins the second round, and once you've won 2 rounds, you are the winner and you get 40 house points.